Hi, today we're going to check out a Yamaha FG-200. It's a all plywood, even the top on it is plywood. Acoustic guitar, jumbo. FG stands for folk guitar. Even though these were built with all plywood and mass produced, they sounded just amazing. Especially the bottom end is so big and so firm in these guitars. And when you play with all open tunings, I actually prefer this to Martin. Of course, they don't have the top end sizzle, almost, but Martin is of course more detailed. But given what they cost when they were new, it is so impressive. So really hats off to Yamaha for that. I read online, I've actually collected Yamaha FG guitars earlier. And I read online that the first model was introduced in 1966. It was called Green Label first, but that was very short. Then it was the Red Label, which is the most famous one. It went on to 1972, and those were built in Japan. Then the tanned label, sometimes also called the green label, took over, and those were initially, as far as I know, built in Japan and then in Taiwan. Mine here is a tan label from 1972, built in Japan. Then they had, I'm reading from a very good website here, which goes through Martin FG's. I give you the link in the video description. Is called YamahaVintageFG.com. So Red Label was produced until maybe August, something like that, 72, and then Tan Label took over. So this is a very early one. Then Black Label took over sometimes in 74, and the last Tan Label was produced very early in 1975. So the Black Label went on until 1976, sometimes in the mid of that year, and then you had the Orange Label after that, and all labels overlapped each other. I only have experience of the Red Label and the Tan Label, and those are just amazing guitars, especially when you play with open tunings. It's just instant Jimmy Page and so on. Then you may know that Elliot Smith used to play a Yamaha FG-180. It's similar to this guitar, but it was in the Red Label instead, so built in another factory. All right, I'm going to play it today. First, let's go through the recording setup. I think this one is just insanely good. I just love it. All right, let's go. All right, so I'm sitting here when I'm playing. So this one aims at over my shoulder, down at here. Here is the 12th fret, and this one aims directly at the 12th fret when I'm sitting here. So they should be perpendicular here. And then I'm going to pan them at each side. Then they go through API 312 and then 21176 compressors. So let's try it.